Toto, how exciting has it been launching the W14 today?
It's always exciting to see the car coming together first time, and obviously until this morning it's all bolts and carbon pieces everywhere. Now it's a car, and having it seen out there running for the first time is always a good moment.
How has the off-season been at Brackley and Brixworth? Off-season's the wrong word for those guys. They're working through the winter, aren't they?
Yeah, there is no such thing as off-season anymore. It's 12 months full on, and the teams have really done a fantastic job in extracting every milliseconds of performance.
How would you describe the approach taken to designing this car?
We've tried to understand where we had performance deficits and where we believe that the car was very good, and in a way it's an evolution and a lot of things that you can't see with the eye, and hopefully that's gonna make it a fast package.
The livery, back in black, but very different. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, back in black, a lot of carbon, bare carbon because of of us being overweight last year. So I think the car looks really good, aggressive, and I love the black livery.
Just 3 days of testing this year in Bahrain, so how critical is track time? 1.5 days for the drivers.
Yeah, that's not a lot. I think we got some tire testing that was good for the drivers getting behind the steering wheel, and then obviously we have this little day today and tomorrow. But yeah, as you say, it's not a lot of track time, but they're professionals. They're in the simulator, and they will accommodate themselves quickly once we go racing.
Is it possible to have hopes and expectations at this early stage?
I think you always need to have hopes and expectations, but the stopwatch never lies. We're going to see whether it's good enough or not.
The team have announced 2 new partnerships today. What statements does that say about the team's health commercially?
I think it says a lot about the health of the sport overall and the success of the team, which you mustn't take for granted. But I'm very pleased because we have a great roost of partners, some global players, and then some rising stars that will eventually become these big companies, big players. And yeah, today announcing Snapdragon and G42 is great, and that comes after the announcement of Nuvei. Yeah, so we're in a good place.
On a personal note, you just marked your 10-year anniversary with the team. How do you reflect on that time?
I don't know, when I started the project I said I'm not going to be involved anymore after 49, and here I am, I'm 49 plus 2, I'm still there, so I need to question my thinking.
George, how did it feel to get behind the wheel of the W14 for the first time?
Yeah, it was amazing just to get out there. I think when you see this car being designed and developed, you know, I go around the factory and you see car parts on computer screens. You drive it in the simulator, obviously you can't actually physically see the car. You go to the wind tunnel and you see the 60% model, and then just sort of seeing it come to life, and the pride that was on everybody's faces when they were going around the race bays for the last couple of days and seeing what they have put into this car is kind of like a special feeling, and it fills me with pride knowing that I got the privilege of driving it out there today.
First few laps, but initial thoughts?
I mean, it's too early to say at the moment. It's when you're on a cold, crisp day like this at Silverstone, everything generally feels pretty good. So we just need to wait and see. But no major scares, and yeah, all set for Bahrain next week.
What do you think about the livery? Back in black, but quite different?
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks more aggressive. I think it shows a bit of intent, and especially that we've gone quite aggressive with the amount of carbon we've still left on show. You know, we mean business, and we're going for it.
As such, is it possible to have expectations going into the season, or is that foolish?
No, I think if we were to sit here saying we're going to win this, win that, that's foolish. I think we can have expectations and hopes of how the car will feel and how the car will perform. But if, you know, Red Bull and Ferrari have found the same amount of lap time we have, we're in the same position as we were last year. So you can't be naive in thinking we're going to be right back there, because we just don't know.
Can't wait to get on track there in Bahrain.
Yeah, absolutely, ready for it.
Lewis, how exciting has it been to launch the W14 today?
It's as exciting as it always is. It's one of the most exciting periods of time. I mean, especially to be able to come to Silverstone in February and have the sun up. You know, more often toss a coin, it's going to be raining and grey at this period of time in the year. So to have a clear clear sky day. We've got a great team of people who have worked so hard to make today possible, and we have a new car. It's like the most exciting part. It's like Christmas for us, two drivers, because we basically get to go and use our new toy and see what it's like, hoping that all the work really pays off in how we feel.
What was the first thoughts though, seeing the car come together? You're obviously sitting in parts, but this is the first chance to see it all together.
Yeah, honestly, I've been here for such a long time within the sport, and that's always been like one of my favorite experiences, is standing and watching all these engineers who have been at their desks working so hard for countless hours finally see those pieces that they've worked on being built and made and put together, and it just coming together like a jigsaw puzzle, you know, but just perfectly engineered. That's for me like the most exciting. I feel like a kid in the candy store. So yeah, it's exciting, and as I said, there's only two of us that get to drive that thing, so I feel incredibly privileged.
What's the first thoughts on the livery? Back in black, but different.
Yeah, I love the black. I loved the black before. I preferred it to our livery last year, particularly. But last year we were heavy all year long. We were just carrying extra weight and baggage that's really held us back. So the focus this year is sacrifice the look, for example, for performance. And so, but I think it still looks really great in just a little bit of black, but mostly carbon.
You touched on it a little bit earlier, and I heard you use the word "awe" in the live launch. How impressed have you been with the work of Brackley and Bricks put together?
Well, having been here for such a long time, and firstly seeing the team is always growing. So you're always seeing new departments, you're always seeing new groups of people, new talent, young talent coming through straight out of uni. That's always amazing to see, just how intelligent everybody is and how driven everybody is, and how much of a team it really is. Everyone's rowing the same at the same pace. And yeah, I think it's beautiful to see, man. And as I said, to be a part of the team is a great thing, but then also to be the one that is kind of we're one of the last parts of the key in the chain, one of those links, which then hopefully gets it to go around and do a good job and take it across the line, hopefully to the fastest it can possibly go. So that's an awesome position to be in.
Today's the first chance to get in the car. How critical is that time in the car, especially with only 3 days of testing this year?
Every single second that we have on track is going to be critical. Yeah, we have even less time than ever before. So from a driver's perspective, understanding your tool, understanding how your body reacts, how you can work with the tools that you're given with setup and all those sorts of things. Understand where our issues are as early as possible so we can fix them as early as possible. And hopefully there's no issues. That's always the goal, but there always is. And so, yeah, it's crucial. It's crunch time.